As I'm talking to you, I've acquired 50 acres of land, that is 250 plus of land along the Flower Road, that is at Old Ningo area. The reason of acquiring this land is to build Igbo village in Ghana. I call it Amande Igbo in Ghana.
I am calling on all the youths in Eastern region. We have to bring our heads together and start protesting. Now, the Igbo king must go and the Igbo people must go.
Some decades ago, it was Ghana must go, but now the Ghana must say Igbos must go. The question is why? Why had you maybe Stephen Igbo? Now Cindy Igbo, I'm not supporting the anime, but at the same time, I'm not supporting our people. We are too loud. And I think it's high time our traditional rulers and our leaders in Igbo should take some standing position on this idea of Ezigbo this, Ezigbo ever, Ezigbo ever. You know the name Ezigbo.
GGN, uniting the people for good governance.
Good evening, this is BVI Channel 1 GGM Hour, and we are live. Back in for a very long time, we've not been streaming live, but we are putting things back to shape. And it gladdens my heart to be live again, to give our people that opportunity to interact with issues that affects them. And today, we are looking at the trending issues emanating from Ghana, which we have publicized before now. But because of how important these issues is to our people, we decided to start off our live broadcast with this very discussion. As it concerns Igbo particularly and generally Nigerians in diaspora. Now, from what is happening in Ghana, it is no longer Ghana must go from Nigeria. Now it is Nigeria must go. Specifically, Igbos must go. Why is that? We're going to find out from this live stream as we expect you to be part of this very important discussion. Let us get to the first issue, which is why is it that the Ghanaians are saying Igbos must go? Let's take a look at their position and the protest that followed.
We're from Amanasi, the eastern part of Ghana. Yeah, Amanasi. Much respect to our president, Your Excellency, John Dramani Mahama. I am calling on all the youths in Eastern region, every part of Eastern region. If you know you are living in Eastern region, we have to bring our heads together and start protesting now. Because what is going on in Ghana is something else. And the government is not saying anything about it. The president is finding it likely. We are not finding it likely. The Igbo king must go and the Igbo people must go. We don't want any long talk. When you go to Roma, you do what the Romans do. There are rules and regulations in Ghana. You don't just leave your country behind, come to another man's country and start imposing things on yourself. That's not how it's done.
To be honest,
but I'm creating Igbo village, which has never happened in the history of the world among the Igbos in the world. As I'm talking to you, I've acquired 50 acres of land, that is 250 plus of land along the Flower Road, that is at Old Ningo area. But along that road, it's right on the road. I acquired 250 plots of land. My reason of acquiring this land is to build Igbo village in Ghana. I call it Amandi Igbo in Ghana. We'll build a village where we're gonna build the palace of Igbo there, a huge palace. We'll build Igbo town hall there with about 2,000 capacity chairs and 100 rooms guest house. The essence of this guest house is most of the times our governors and our Igbo great leaders do come to Ghana. They always go with their entourage. If they come to Ghana, their entourage will see where they will lodge for free of charge. Maybe for a day or two. Most of their visits, it doesn't take more than 48 hours or 24 hours. They stay there free of charge, and they know that yes, this is what they have benefited from the Igbos living in Ghana. Again, our people that have accommodation problem and all that,
Igbo Igbo ekene m unu. Lately, enwere ihe na-trend online ndị Ghana. Some decades ago, it was Ghana must go. But now, the reason why nji eti na nke abụrụ na Ghana must go, ọ bụrụ Nigeria must go. But instead of Nigeria must go, ndị Ghana na-asị Igbos must go. The question is why? First, ọ bụrụ ndị Igbo choo ndị Ghana. Why ndị Ghana ji asị na ndị Igbo must go? Why ha ji emebisi ife ndị Igbo na-asị ndị Igbo na-anabe ha? I'm not supporting the Haneme, but at the same time, I'm not supporting our people. We are too loud. And I think it's high time our traditional rulers and our leaders in Igbo should take some standing position on this idea of Ezigbo this, Ezigbo eba, Ezigbo eba. You don't have the name Ezigbo. When you're be business, the name Ezigbo. And actually dominate her. When you're put here and Abron and Igbo choke, dominate her. When came for Amaram, how real it is. Igbo village in Ghana. Ndị ama ndị na-enega ya na-akụrụ gị aka. Asị na onye ndị Igbo gbagburu na-eche ndụ ya nche. Ka echekwebe n'onwe anyị na-ejichiri onwe eche wee wee okpokoro. Nke nke obodo ebe ọ bụla iji anya na-emekasị. Ibe na Lagos, Ezigbo na Amuwo, Ezigbo na Ikwere, Ezigbo na what nonsense. Nwogo mgbe o mere na Lagos. Amara m onye nke a ma ihe ya na gọọmenti jete mgbe a. Bara anụ m na asịsị emezi n'ihe Ezigbo, mana ndị be anyị ka na-eme ya. Nwere ọzọ butere Igbo must go na Ghana na-abụrụ na ndị Igbo chọrọ idominate ndị ha bịara be ha. Ka ga go to obodo Igbo na-eme na Igbo Ezigbo ndị Japan.
GGN, uniting the people for good governance.
All right, so welcome back again. I'm very sorry about the audio that was off just a couple of minutes ago, but I believe you can hear me. What we're talking about is the Igbo hatred globally. What is actually igniting this hatred? Just like the Nollywood star you've just watched have expressed the opinion we have been talking about on this platform following what I have published already in some couple of days back. And for global community non-Igbos who are yet to understand the psychology of an average Igbo man is never to dominate anyone. I've come across a video where they said Igbo king in Ghana was saying that we've come here to conquer, to dominate and all that. It is far from a normal Igbo ideology. an Igbo ideology is based on adding value to the society wherever they found themselves. That is why in the local palace they used to say Ebonyibi Kona Wachi, meaning where you live is where you add value to. You'll be part of the development. That is why anywhere you find Igbo man, they tend to bring about development in that area. And in doing such, some of our people are stepping beyond the lines. And that stepping beyond the line is what is attracting a kind of insecurity to the host community. They feel insecure of being dominated by the Igbo people in that community. You know, when we understand the philosophy of an Igbo man, ab initio, before the advent of colonization and the eventual manufacturing of what we call today Nigeria, the pre-colonial Igbo man had never conquered any territory, had never gone beyond his territory to acquire territory to himself. Rather, they are traders, they sojourn, and wherever they go, they add value. But that concept has been misconstrued in many ways than one. Not only in Nigeria, but outside, not even only in Africa, in some part of Asia and other places where Igbos reside. People around them feels intimidated or being dominated by the Igbos. And that is what is sparking off the hatred, the targets in the Igbo wherever they are. That is why any slightest unrest, even if it has nothing to do with an Igbo man, they will be the biggest victim of such unrest, riots, or any kind of protest, killing, and the rest of them. They will be the prime target because the people feel unsafe and they would want to take advantage of any slightest excuse to come after the Igbos. And that is exactly what is happening in Ghana. I've had a conversation with some Ghanaians who have called me after I published the video, wanting to understand why our people, especially the Igbo leaders, not just in Ghana, but in Nigeria, have not lent their voice to condemn some of the activities of our own people in their country, which have led to what they call high level of prostitution, kidnapping, and other violent crimes. And they target and hang it upon the Igbos. We understand the situation of things in Nigeria, the hardship and the bad governance in this country that have driven away many people from this country to other countries, including Ghana, seeking for a better life. But we must also understand, in our pursuit for a better life, we must know the lines not to cross. We must understand that a people, even Igbos particularly, nobody will accept that kind of gesture of establishing a kingdom as a visitor in their land. Even in Igbo land, our people will be the first to bring that institution down. Our people will not even allow it to rear its ugly head. For instance, for any other ethnic nationality within Nigeria, like the Fulanis or Hausas or the Yorubas, setting up an emirate, for instance, or a kind of Oba dynasty in Igbo land, it doesn't work and it can never work. And that is the kind of composition some of these people are bringing into the community where they reside, which is far away, which is an aberration to what Igbo stands for. And this kingship of a thing is not an Igbo thing. You all know that is an advent of colonization. Somebody who is a trader, like the man in question, who is a trader, will just sojourn to another man's land and take up the title of being an Igbo king. And I heard that even the authorities of Ghana acknowledge that institution for him. They gave him all rights, and he's even a citizen of Ghana because I heard he's married to a Ghanaian. Okay, now you are now creating an Igbo kingdom where I've seen the video. I wish I would have brought the video to this live broadcast, and you will see where you were saying that they have come to conquer, they have come to dominate, and the rest of them. Whether that one is AI generated video or what, but that is the mindset of the Ghanaian people, that this guy is coming here, these people have come here to conquer them. And you know, Ghana is a very small country. Ghana is not even up to 2 states in the southeast put together. So you don't blame them for feeling unsafe, seeing people claiming they are going to dominate, they are going to conquer, they are going to set up a kingdom. It doesn't work that way, and that is not an Igbo thing. Okay? So I don't see the reason why somebody who is not in any way having a traditional tie to living in his village will go to somebody's land and start claiming SND here and there. And this is also applicable to our people living in different places. That doesn't undermine, and that wouldn't stop our people from exhibiting our rich cultural heritage, promoting it, embracing it, and showcasing it to the world with pride. It doesn't stop our people from flouting their cultural titles outside Igbo land. That is who we are, and we are not ashamed or afraid of it. But we must understand that because of the nature of an Igbo man, who will always, put every effort to succeed, even where there is no hope of success, they add life to where that there is complete absence of life. They add value. They recreate. But you must understand that in doing that, you must not cross the line. And some of these or some of these cultural values that are aberrative or completely in contrast to the norms and values of Igbo must be resisted and stopped. If it were at the time we still have traditional institutions in Igbo land who are not being driven or carried away by the euphoria of bad governance and politicians who will always crop up all manner of shenanigans and install them as different Igbo's and the rest of them, we would have had a voice, would have had a common stand against this kind of issues. So that is the reason why I decided to come live to take your opinion. We said far much enough. We will be taking your calls. If you bring up, if you call any of our numbers, which is on the screen, you can call directly or through WhatsApp. We'll take your call. We'll have your opinion. You can also drop it on the comment section. We'll read it out, as I'm about to read out some of the comment section. And you also understand that we are streaming this program live on our various social media handles. On our Instagram page, we are streaming live there. And also we are streaming live on our Facebook page, BVI Channel 1. We're also streaming live on our backup YouTube channel, BVI Channel 1+. So wherever you are watching from, we are right spot on to bring your opinion to the table. So you can drop your opinions on the comment section and also help us to be sharing this video to wherever you find yourself or find this video, so that more of our people will understand it, especially those living in diaspora. Okay, so having said that, we'll be going to our Facebook, we'll be going to our other YouTube channels and see some of their commentaries and bring it to life. All right, because we want everyone to be part of this program. Okay, so we'll be taking commentaries from the YouTube. We have Ndofam. Ndofam said, Igbo village for business is a very good idea, but I believe Akulono is time, and Mazin Nandekano have been calling for proper investment and involvement in the homeland. Okay, and We have other ones. He continues said, if there is rules and regulations in Ghana, the best thing should have taken the man to court, not means of mob action. I agree with you. Okay, we agree with you on that very position. We have Ndino TV. Igbos should develop Igbo land first. I also agree with that assertion. So that is the comments we've gotten so far. So good from this live section. So where are you watching from? Please endeavor to subscribe if you've not. Also hit on the like button, share this video to wherever you find yourself and wherever you are watching this video from. Don't forget, we are coming back live again. This one is just like a startup program. I know many people are not expecting our live section, but we can tell you categorically that our live is back again, and we are ready to give the people a voice, giving our people a chance to be part of issues that concerns them. So on this, I'll be playing some of all our highlight video today for those who are just joining us just after we are done. So let us bring you those videos, and when we come back, we'll start summarizing and ending the program. I'll be right back. Don't go away.